Another thing Frank just said that I thought was interesting is that you knew Seagram. You were close with Seagram, Fillmore?
Huh?
Seagrams.
You were close with Seagram from Oakland?
Seagrams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Very close.
Yeah. What was y'all?
And I want to straighten this out while you back on there.
Oh, you want to get
about
Brown?
Gangster Brown. Did
he leave? Is he still here?
Gangster Brown is my godson.
That's right.
Okay.
And I had two of them, Gangster Brown, and I had Jimmy Starr, known as James Robinson, okay? Okay, now, Gangster Brown was my best student. I'll say that. And Gangster Brown was successful. I'm proud of him because, you know what I'm saying, he had this woman called Hugh Grant. Then all the players, women catch no Hugh Grant, you know, and he survived. I mean, he lived. And he lived all that. Gangster Brown was cool. Gangster Brown, he was successful. And on top of that, he got an apartment building in Oakland on 38. You know, he's successful. And Gangster Brown didn't never do no drugs. Gangster Brown didn't do none of that stuff, okay? We'd be in the after hours. Gangster Brown, they pass it to him, he do his job. And pass it on. He didn't do nothing. He's a vegan. He's a vegan now. and let me tell this on there. We in the joint, at the vegan joint, he gets his hamburger. And I get, you know, so I said, well, I got to go over here and get me one. I was like, his ain't got nothing on it but grass. Okay? I said, what kind of burger is this, bro? He said, that's vegan. I said, well, I can't be no vegan. And he said, well, you should be a vegan. I said, no, bro, I come from Louisiana. I ate all parts of the hog, the ears, the tail, the feet. Now, I'm going to be a vegan. Yeah.
I don't eat no pork.
But that's my man.
Let me ask y'all this. You both talked about, you know, the ism and being a player and having a mouthpiece. What are the qualities that make a real player?
Talking to me?
Both y'all.
What are the qualities that do what?
That make a real player.
The quality that make a real player is to use his mind and keep his hands in his pocket.
That's right.
Okay? Because if you got to beat up on your woman to make her go get the money and make her go to work, then it ain't right.
Yeah.
Something ain't right with that picture, you know, because my women went to work with a smile on their face, not with a frown.
That's right.
Because if you beat up on your woman, then send her to work, they say, oh, back in the corner, and the police, that gives the police action to get you, dude, and lock you up. Because when he see over there been all beat up and everything, he gonna go over there and put his thing down and say, oh yeah, he done beat you up, huh? Yeah, you need to leave him, you know? You know, we ain't gonna put him in jail, but just tell us who he is. You know, I'm serious. You know, and then she opened my mouth and said,
it's over.
Well, his name Fillmore Slim. You come and get me.
It's cooked.
You know, okay, so now she got to testify. She can't back out. If she want to back out, that's cool. The state gonna pick it up. Mm-hmm. I did 4 states and 1 federal, y'all. I know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to say this here. I didn't go to the feds for bank robbery. None of that. Crossing the state line with a prostitute. I went to the feds to get a passport. They offered me $20,000 to go over there and play for 2 weeks. I was on federal probation. I asked my probation officer, can I go? He said, you can't go nowhere. And that's what started the ball rolling.
Right.
Yeah. I went and got false everything.
And there it was.
Yeah. Right.
And then the game begins, you know?
Man, this has been a treat, ladies and gentlemen. We got 2 generations of game.
Yes, sir.
From Frisco to New York and all the way back.
I mean,
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Down south.
Yeah.
This has been a treasure, y'all.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all, brothers.
Absolutely.
For coming on our show.
And when I take him on stage with me, it lights up. Even on my shows, you know? Even me singing the blues, he can sing too. Yeah. I said, now it's your turn.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope.
And he can scream just like his daddy. He can beg the women on stage. That's what I be doing. I be begging. Let me say something about that.
Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay. Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay.